and then bring us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to John Smith Gymnasium in Dell City. A couple of roster updates for you. Josiah, who was wearing 13, is now wearing 4. And Matt Topai, who has traditionally worn 4, is now wearing 13. So if you're a Topai fan, make sure you're tracking the right number tonight. And if you're a Josiah fan, likewise, is the El Reno boys got out early this week and had a surprising upset of the then undefeated number 1 ranked Kingfisher. They came into that contest 14-0. El Reno was right at about 500 on the season.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the boys' game between El Reno and your Fighting Eagles.
And we're going to try and bring Coach Douglas to you for another halftime interview. El Reno defeated Kingfisher, but they have their hands full tonight, Kurt, in 5A number 1 Dell City, who has lots of Division I athletes, a lot of Division I talent. You know, they put on what we like to refer to as an air show at Jinx Simmons.
Yeah.
They can and like to play well above the rim. They like to play in that 12, 15-foot area. And El Reno's got a few who can keep up, but not enough.
Yeah, the main thing we've got to understand is that we have to block out on the floor.
Yes.
We can't compete with them jumping because these guys can jump out of the gym. They've got 6'10", they've got 6'6". Probably, arguably, their best player is their 6'4" point.
Yes.
That is smooth as silk. Great ball player.
Starting for the Indian tonight, number 1 Carter Romanos, 14 Evan Romanos, 22 Jacob Robertson, 24 Trey Davis. So, and number and 35 James Ravelis. So starting with the big lineup tonight, Kurt, starting with 3 forwards.
Yeah, starting with that triple low post that really gave Kingfisher a lot of nightmares.
Absolutely. So Coach Hayden, great adjustment during the Kingfisher game to create that mismatch.
You know, we saw a lot of that look with the Lady Indians. We saw that the bigs inside and excellent job inside, outside, and the girls broke a tied 2020 halftime score to win by 15.
Yes.
Fantastic job by our Lady Indians.
And Coach Slaughter having the same issues you had. The PA microphone is cranked to 11 for the Spinal Tap fans in the crowd. And if you are a Dell City Eagles fan, we thank you very much for tuning in to our broadcast tonight.
And if you're in El Reno, just step outside. You can hear the PA system.
Oh, it's covering the greater part of Oklahoma County and the eastern half of Canadian.
But big props to the gentleman. I don't know who their announcer is, but he came over and shared with everybody. And Zach, if somebody wants to join in, what do they need to look up?
Absolutely. So obviously go to elrenoindians.tv. In the upper right corner of your screen, there's a blue button that says advertise. Click that button, it has everything you need. You can also reach out to Rodney Hayden, the Director of Athletics, or Hayden, Haydon, at elrenops.org, or Brooke Robertson, the Director of Community Outreach, Robertson, common spelling, Robertson, at elrenops.org. They've got all that information. Great time. We're coming into the new fiscal year for most families and most companies, so a great time to increase your marketing reach. And even if you don't own or operate a business, but you want to show your support for your athlete or your family member who's involved in El Reno athletics,
yes,
you too can have your name be part of our sponsorship team.
Correct.
We'd be glad to have you. So don't feel like you can't contribute just because you don't own or operate your own business. We've got a package available for everybody. So
right, and just because if you don't have a student at El Reno Public Schools and they've graduated and they've gone on, this is your time to give back.
Absolutely. So reach out to one of those 2 folks. They'll get everything you need to get going. And with the sound of the whistle and Trey Davis facing at a 6'4", 6'5", there's not a lot of height deficit he faces, but he's got his hands full tonight. This will be a fantastic learning experience for this young fella.
Absolutely. Zach, when I'm looking around and seeing the El Reno faithful, I'm seeing a lot of teachers and administrators in the crowd for El Reno, and that is something that we see all the time.
That's right. We just saw Mr. Pounds, Tim Pounds, high school principal, walk by and gave us a nod. And he's traveled to the far reaches of the state, Altus and Lawton and Cache, and great defense under the basket by El Reno.
Excellent job. He let the ball go. He did not touch it.
No idea. He originally pointed that way, changed his mind, is going to leave it with Del City, and he guessed. He had no idea.
Correct.
And you know what? Sometimes you don't, but whatever decision you make, you got to sell it. So
correct.
Good job by James working the big fella off the low post.
Yeah, push him out. Push him out. There was a recent ball game that a girl from Kansas State, 6'5" post girl, big girl, but yet good rebound by James.
That's
right there. We're glad to see that young man back in our starting lineup.
That's actually Jacob Robertson.
Jacob, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'm missing more than you do, so we're even. We'll call it even.
Sorry about that, Jacob.
And we had a short but nice conversation with him in the warm-up to the girls' game. He headed down to the locker room to get ready, and he was good headspace. And a great challenge at the basket by Evan and a late whistle. And this official is probably going to have to put on some suspenders tonight because both coaches are going to chew his rear end until he can't keep his pants on.
Correct. Correct.
They're hard enough to keep up as Sansa pants anyway.
Correct.
And then when you start getting worked over, and boy, there's games I've gone home and just, golly.
Yes.
I can't sit down in the car because I got no keister left. Those two coaches worked me raw.
Yes, and these are two coaches that are very well known in coaching circles. And,
absolutely.
And, they can make life good or bad.
That's right. And a great screen by James.
Absolutely.
To free up Carter in the transition game.
Yes.
And the one-handed runner by Carter.
Good idea.
Yeah, you'd like to see either a jump shot there or a sky hook, not the running one-hander. And a great held ball call.
Excellent job by James.
Yep. Good look by the official, the offside official, what we call the center official, who's on the side by herself over there. She waited for that play to develop, had a good clean look, put a whistle on it.
Yeah.
And the possession arrow in favor of the Indians.
Yep. Very clean game being played right now, not like it was at El Reno when pushing and shoving was the mode of the day.
And a great 1-2 punch.
Absolutely.
There. Carter broke contact by dribbling behind his back. Saw Trey posted up. They doubled him. Trey came right back. Carter towed the line, knocked down the three.
Correct.
El Reno up 3-1 early on the.
Yeah, Coach Hayden told me that in the game film, he noticed that it was 12-14, and we had missed a couple of bunnies. And so he said, we shore that up. I showed the boys that, and now they believe.
Yeah. That Del City game was a lot closer than it appeared, but he's going to have to pick up the dribble at a 5-second call.
Yeah, good defense by number 12 right there.
And great ball handling by...
Yeah, absolutely.
By Carter not to turn it over.
Yeah.
And Coach Hayden looking at the backside saying, hey, like quarterbacks have a mental clock.
Yes.
Dribblers know when time's running out, and you've got to be able to communicate with your teammate to say, I need help. I'm running out of time.
Correct. I like the fact that we are sinking in on 10. James is doing a good job working the young man.
Yeah, he's forcing it. I'll let that.
Nice job. We'll let him shoot that all
17,
day.
18
Absolutely.
All night.
Absolutely.
If he goes 90 for 91, it's just not our night.
Oh, Evan needs to remember
and
he's
that's a travel.
6'10".
He landed. But the ball's going to be turned over anyway.
Yeah.
He landed before he got rid of that. That's a travel.
Correct.
But a timeout called by Coach Hayden. It's going to be the short kind, 30 seconds. We're going to stay right here. El Reno out to a 3-1 lead, and you take any lead whenever it comes against a team with the
number one team in 5A and arguably number one team in any class.
That's right, and they're big 6'8", 6'10". I don't know what he's listed at. I'm 6'7", and I look up at him. So big kid from Del City. He's going to get lots of offers, and he's going to get some looks from the Division I level as well.
Yes.
And he knows how to use his size, but James, to his credit, James has got about a 6-inch deficit to overcome. But he's using that lineman strength from football to displace him.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, we forgot to get to it earlier, but Alex Perdomo of the Indian football squad was awarded all-state status as a lineman in 5A. So or in big school. So congratulations to Alex on his All-State award.
Good patience by
Yes,
Jacob
an excellent
there.
back cut by the lefty. And Coach Hayden asking for a rim interference call, and it was there, but the inline official was not looking at that height. He's looking about 6-7 feet off the floor, and with Del City, with all 5 guys who can play above the rim, you've got to be looking at 12 to 15 feet.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
And that's a hand check all day, but
Excellent job by Jacob, and I thought he got fouled on the way up.
I thought there were 2 fouls that went uncalled, all in front of this young official. And like we talked about earlier, he is rapidly getting in over his head. And with no disrespect to that young official, we'd almost be better off if he retired for the evening and we went with the 2 more senior, experienced officials.
Good job by Evan stepping up, taking the drive away, causing the turnover. Excellent job by Evan.
Yeah, well done by Evan there. And Carter to Evan.
Evan just has to remember that there's a 6'10" guy on the floor, and those cross-court passes that he is used to making are not as easily made.
That's right. Nice shot.
I would have liked to seen James put that up, but great job, and Jacob battling.
And he did, and a great job by number 10 there for Del City. He had that arm up that kept Jacob off the rebound. Perfectly legal. Nothing illegal about that play.
Yeah, there's Mr. Smooth, number 24.
And we're tied up at 3 apiece.
We cannot let that kid get off because he is good.
And Evan tried to get too fancy there, but he's got a chance to run by block. He's going to give up the transition.
Correct.
And this is where the game got away from us last time, the transition game. I think they had about 8 straight points off of Sports Center-style slam dunk plays, and that's going to go down as an over and back violation if Carter's first one there, but he's not. Last touched by Del City.
We're fortunate that the young man from Del City knocked the ball out of bounds.
That's right. And Carter knew he was the last to touch it, so he was trying to stay competitive in that play.
Correct.
And Del City playing one of the cleanest in-your-shorts man-to-man defenses I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, this certainly was not the case when they played at El Reno.
And Evan was held on that play. In a traveling violation.
Excellent job right there by Trey challenging.
That's right.
Made the guy think, because as we've talked about, Trey has got that wingspan of a condor.
He does. He's built a lot like Kevin Durant.
Absolutely.
Got really long arms. You know, when you look at him stand there, he almost scratches kneecaps with him, which, as a post player, especially in 5A, that's going to be huge.
James was set.
That official had walked away from the play, heard a body hit the floor, never saw the contact, and came back and got it.
No. He didn't, the official wasn't even seen. Like you said, he just heard.
He had walked away from the play.
Correct.
He had released and was in the front court with his eyes. A collision at the half-court line. He heard a body hit the floor. He turned back and put a whistle on it. Never looked at the play. He's still not looking at the play.
Yeah. Good rebound
by Jacob Robertson.
Excellent
job. And that's
a
foul on 10. And that's another foul on 10. All in front of that young official. But a great play by James to rip that free. He needs to go score with the left hand. And if you're El Reno, you come in knowing you're going to get 15 shots blocked tonight, and that's okay. You're only down 2. They've talked about 3 of your shots.
Exactly.
And if you keep going to the rim, you're going to get fouled. You're going to get some shots to go. And legs are going to fatigue. So jumping 50 feet off the floor isn't going to last all night. And that foul called by 22, the hold against Del City. Their first team foul, his first personal foul. 3:05 to play in the first Reno Trails.
Hey, Zach, just walking by the booth was Pauline Black-Armand with a huge smile on her face. Great game for that young lady.
Whatever her scouting report said, she executed it well.
Absolutely. Yes.
And if you're a Lady Indians or an Indians basketball fan, you got to love the future of Indian basketball for the next 3 or 4 years.
Absolutely.
And it's critical that the junior high program continue to develop these athletes.
Yes.
You know, Darlington obviously does a good job with their program, and we had a conversation with some family about that the other day.
Correct. Great
James
pass.
from 17 off the glass, no good, but Trey's still battling, and
good
he's able to
pursuit
haul
by
it down.
Trey.
And he's regretting that dribble right about now, but great play by Carter. And Topai with 13 tees it up, can't get it to go.
And you got to get on that run out.
But Topai right back in transition.
Yeah, this is one thing that we don't want to let them to do is leak out, because number 24 can run the floor in 2 steps.
Trey Davis gets it knocked loose, hangs on to it, and James from 15 can't get it to fall. James is going to have to get it going tonight if we want to keep this one within arm's reach. As Kurt's high-fiving the entire Lady Indians basketball squad as they walk by, and well-deserved recognition for those young people. Into the front court come the Eagles.
I'm very pleased, and I know Coach Hayden is, with the effort, with the hustle, with the determination that our young Indians are showing tonight. It's easy to get beat by a team the way Del City beat us the last time at El Reno, to think, oh my gosh, it's them again. I don't see any of that. I don't see any nerves whatsoever. And I see blue battling.
That's right. James does a good job of drawing the foul here.
Absolutely.
During that discussion, we saw El Reno, the benefactor of another missed call by the official, clearly touched by the Indians out of bounds, but he awarded it to the blue jerseys anyway.
Correct. Nice.
Great steal by
Excellent
Trey,
job.
and he finishes.
Excellent job. Nice, high, and soft finish. We've talked about Trey and his touch around the basket.
Yeah, and you wonder about the confidence this team gained psychologically on the back of that Kingfisher win.
Absolutely.
That game was almost out of reach. They fought back, made free throws down the stretch.
Tremendous block out by Trey Davis right there.
Jacob knocks that loose.
Absolutely. Number 10 is not getting to pivot. He's not getting his shot the way he wants it. El Reno is doing a great job right now and not fouling.
And the Del City big man understanding when his space is gone.
Correct.
He's not ripping through players, displacing
Correct.
And that's, if in that position, you've got to get rid of it. That's a travel. You've either got to get rid of it or you're going to draw a foul.
Yeah.
And so, mature level of play, I don't know academically where the young man is, where he ranks academically, but
James did a great job right there, trying to seal number 10, but number 10 just elevated and went over him. And he's 6'10".
Carter's got a long night ahead of him tonight, and it's going to take all of his willpower to stay calm and not get irritated.
Correct.
Because there's games where he's just absolutely had his teeth knocked out.
Yes.
And it's physical tonight, but it's not dirty.
And Jacob literally.
Yeah, and Jacob's literally had teeth knocked out. Into the front court comes Del City, and Carter's going to cool off and take a breather.
Nice job by Trey right there, turning him baseline, having the baseline
and he
block out.
Forced the big man out of position. And
nearly.
And
and that wasn't hit. That was a perimeter player.
Take the charge. And he's good.
Excellent
Reno
job.
asking for the foul.
Yes.
And again, the young official.
Yes.
This official is rapidly in over his head, and James can't get it to fall.
And Trey, great job by Trey. That's okay. Hey.
And the El Reno coaching staff, when that ball comes out, if you hit the glass after that ball is out of his hand,
correct.
If the ball does not go in, it's a dead ball, a basket interference, in which it counts.
Correct.
And Rodney's been assessed a technical foul.
And I think he was assessed a technical foul by the over the back.
Yeah, by the call.
The over the back. Actually, he went over the back of two people.
Absolutely.
And, so in Rodney saying just that, he said, you don't call this,
and
then you call that.
And this is something that the average viewer may not understand. That is a technical foul designed to protect his players.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
No coach wants to get rung up. No coach wants to have to sit.
Ball don't lie.
Yeah, but this is his way of telling his 5 on the floor and his 11 on the bench, fellas, I got you.
I got you.
If they're
That's
not
right.
going to protect you, I will.
Absolutely.
This is I call it the enforcer theory. You see it in hockey.
Absolutely.
In baseball, you hit mine, I hit you. I got your back. And this is his way of letting his players know, fellas, if the officials aren't going to do their job, you don't worry about them. You let me take care of it.
Correct. And honestly, James got fouled on that. He should have been shooting. He's an excellent free throw shooter. It would be 8-7 right now.
That's right.
So big swing.
Yeah, 10-5 El Reno trails as the first quarter draws to an end. 15 seconds on the clock, and Del City to be content to run it out. And Matt gambles and loses, and it stretches the El Reno defense, but able to recover.
But Matthew is really good at reading, so I want to see him
and
just walk straight up.
Young man.
An excellent job by the boys, walling up.
That's right. Into the first quarter, El Reno trails 10-5.
Okay, you know we're behind. We're behind right now, 10-5, but that's a win.
Oh, it is, absolutely. To keep it in arm's reach, keep it a two-possession game. Good effort by the Indians. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
We're back to it as we prepare for the second period of play and the possession arrow in favor of the Indians. So Matt Topai, wearing 13 tonight, will inbound on the floor to start the second. Matt Carter, check that. Evan, Trey Davis, and a good job there by Topai drawing the foul. James.
And there you go.
And
Coach Hayden got the tee. I'm protecting my boys. He had a conversation, and now the bump happened,
Yeah,
and it is a foul.
And they know if they don't rein some of the contact in, and another foul.
Yes.
They literally knocked Evan out of his shoe.
Yeah, they did. At El Reno the other night, when we played Del City, that wouldn't have been a foul.
No.
They let it get way too physical.
And then you can't.
And you can't ring it back in.
No. Because when you have to rein that game back in, that's the frustration with consistency that coaches argue about, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Oh, nope, they got Del City for a foul. So a foul on 15, Del City's fifth.
And you absolutely should call a foul on that because he was displacing the offensive player. Read your rule book.
Oh, absolutely. And don't just read it, understand it. And talk with there is a dedicated high school basketball rules interpreter for the state of Oklahoma. Have a conversation with him.
Correct.
He gives everybody in the world knows his cell phone number.
Yeah.
Call it.
Yeah, good choice by James right there not to foul and get his second foul.
Yeah, but a breakdown defensively for the easy transition basket, and Evan through traffic, over traffic.
Excellent. You know,
back to within 5, Indians trail.
Evan has kind of stepped back in the shadows the last 3 or 4 games. I would like to see him do more of that with confidence. Yeah, we got to close out on that baseline.
That's a bad closeout.
Yeah.
You can't hit that at full speed. If you can't, now Leslie Valdez does a fantastic job of being able to put on the brakes from a full tilt.
Correct.
And man, Jacobs battling his tail end off.
Yeah.
James got held. He fights through contact.
Excellent job by both of them. And you know what? How can you sit there and watch that go on and happen and not call a foul? Because what's going to happen is the offensive player is going to get frustrated.
Well, and
they're going to call a foul on him.
The official is observing the game. He's not refereeing the game. He is spectating the game.
Correct.
Not refereeing the game.
Yeah.
When you referee at a high level, there's a voice in your head that's talking through what you should be looking at.
Yeah.
And if you haven't refined that voice to give you the right information, you don't know what you're doing. And I believe Matt actually stepped across the division line there, but again, the young official not in position.
Yeah.
But El Reno turns it over anyway.
Yeah.
Now look, Valdez does a great job of putting the brakes on instantly, but if you can't do that, you got to chop your feet 1 or 2 steps away. And a good challenge from the backside by Trey.
Yeah, it was very good.
Almost got the block, but able to keep his body clear.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. I was just getting ready to say he's been open two or three times in the middle of the floor.
And he knows the scouting report. He's seen this before. He knows all you have to do is sniff at the basket, and there's going to be 4 Eagles jumping at you.
Correct.
He didn't even shot fake. He just waited.
Yeah.
He broke his rhythm. Let the shot blockers fly by. Uncontested layup with the right hand.
Yeah, good job by sealing up number 10. But you know, you got to know where 22 and 24 are because they are deadly.
And he shot that in traffic on a contested three.
Yeah.
And Rodney still begging for the call with Trey Davis posting up. Jacob steps through in traffic, gets it to almost.
Oh, excellent. Excellent move by Jacob. Good pull through.
Put this one yourself. But we do need to note that's 2. The third bench technical Rodney's going to have to watch.
That's right.
Looks like we may have had an interruption in the signal, so we'll review what you're seeing. Del City shooting 2 technical foul free throws on a technical foul charge to the bench. Coach Hayden's been hit with a direct already. And then a technical foul charge to the bench in some capacity. We suspect it was on Tyler Hill.
Correct.
But we don't know that. And the only person who can get a direct foul, a direct technical, is the head coach. Anybody else, even if it's directed at them, by rule it's an indirect technical. Now, to note, second technical foul, so the third technical foul of any kind against anybody.
That's right.
Rodney has to go to locker.
That's right.
And if he gets dumped out of this one, it'll be worth.
Excellent challenge by Trey right there. Went straight up. There's a foul on 10 that was not called.
James breaks him down, and he finds Rossi to Evan, to Carter, to James in traffic over the top. Can't get it to fall.
To Trey.
Sorry to Trey.
It was Trey. You're good.
And Evan harassing the ball handler, but a good finish. Oh, nearly a good finish by Del City. And now this game's getting away from us. 4.5, inside 4.5 to play before halftime. And the Indians just, best thing they can do is get out of here, trailing 8 or 10, try to get to the locker room alive.
Correct.
And Jacqueline Smith telling her spirit team, I don't care how big the deficit is, you have a job to do. That's to help keep our fan base in.
Absolutely.
She's coaching just as actively as the
exactly.
coaches on the bench. And a shoving match has broken out between James and 24. We'll see what the official decides to do about that. But
excellent take.
The left finish.
That's the second one that Evan has taken. I think that left-hand side is giving them problems.
Yeah, and he's a left-hand dominant player, and a timeout called by Del City. We'll see if it's the long or short. If it's a long, we'll take it with him. If it's short, we'll stay here. .30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. 25-13. El Reno trails by only 12. It looked like it was going to get away from him, but Evan did a good job of quickly down the floor with his left hand off the glass. And he's left-hand dominant. His first 4 or 5 options are to go to his left.
Yes.
He can go to his right.
Yeah.
But his first look and second look and third look are to go to his left. And Del City, for some reason, is just struggling in transition to answer that. If I'm Del City, the only thing I say in this timeout is, if you're first back, you go stand on the left side block.
Correct. Yeah, one of the things that I think that has really helped us in keeping it close is we have controlled the paint. And what we saw just a few minutes ago, James was not going to let him push him around and get into the paint, and which is what happened when we played them the first time. Excellent job by Jacob Robertson fronting the big number 10.
And the elder to the younger Roma knows he spots up transition 3, no good, but Jacob and
it bounced off of the chest of number 24, White.
Around with 2 hands in the back saying, what else do I have to do? But again, the young official out of position, and this game is so far above this young man's skill set. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. He can get better, but he has no business out here tonight refereeing this matchup. He's about as effective as a spectator at this point. And it's critical of the young man. He can get better. We've all been terrible officials at one point in our lives.
Correct.
But it's incumbent upon the schedulers and those who schedule these matchups not to put young officials in that position. An excellent ball handling by Evan through an absolute forest of traffic.
Oh, excellent shot by James.
Yeah. And he's settling a little bit for jump shots because he's not getting calls at the rim.
Yeah.
He's going up strong. He's getting contact. But the official either scared to blow the whistle or doesn't know how to handle contact at this level. So James being forced in his mind to settle for jump shots. Nobody wants to go in there and just get your face beat in the whole game.
Yeah, exactly.
In football, you sign up for it. In basketball, you don't. Good defense there by the Indians after they get
Excellent job.
Carter secures the rebound.
We've got James leaking out. I want to see.
Carter spots up the transition three. No good. That's not close.
Nice rebound by Dom. Kick it back out.
And I missed Dom checking in the first time, but a great pass.
Excellent job. Excellent high-low look right there.
And Coach Hayden said, listen, I don't care if they throw every one of our layup attempts into the stands. That's how we see success.
Correct.
We're going to go back to it.
Correct.
And if you eventually you keep having success down low, it's going to draw those Eagle defenders in. It's going to open up the long ball game, the ability to shoot the 15, 17, 18, 19-foot jump
Correct.
shots.
And when you've got a 6'10" post, get your hands up.
And Evan again
don't leave them down. Nice kick out
Carter. That's a better shot by Carter. Great Jacob Robertson understanding. I got a big fella coming. If I come down, it's coming out of bounds.
Yes.
We're going to just do tip drill.
Yes.
You work on that every day in practice. You may only allocate 30 seconds or a minute of your practice program to it.
Yes.
But you run tip drill every day. And you
Excellent
run tip drill every warm-up in the game, too. James in transition. And they're going to score it anyway. Yeah, a basket interference called. They're going to score it anyway. Coach Hayden's going to call a timeout. I think a good timeout here.
Yeah,
El Reno seeing success in the transition game. It's going to be a 60-second timeout. We're going to take it with them.
And James is saying, I got fouled.
Yep. Oh, there's a scoring error. I show 27-19 by our score.
27-19 is what the score should be.
Yeah, so 27-19 is the official's going to go over and adjudicate that, say, yep, that was basket interference. That basket counts. We'll step away. You're watching Indian basketball on El Reno Indians.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated television.
Minute 8 to play, El Reno. At one point, we're looking at a big deficit. They've refused to lay down and found ways to capitalize in the transition game. Down now just 8.
Yes.
Minute 8 to play in the half, 27-19. 5 team fouls for the Eagles, 2 team fouls for the Indians. And I think that counts off because there's been at least 1 personal foul on the floor and 2 technical fouls. So,
correct.
Just a miscommunication. The book, the clock, we had lots of errors all night. Oh, that's not a travel. That's not a travel.
No, he did not move that pivot
Not
foot.
to mention, that's not that official's primary coverage area. That's the female official. She was looking right at it.
Yeah.
When her partner blew the whistle, she immediately turned on her heel and walked away.
Yeah.
She said, I am not defending that call. That's on you.
Yep.
And that's, again, a gross misunderstanding of the rule book.
Number 10 has been in the lane for about 5 seconds.
Hard push off on Evan.
He's 6'10". You can't see that. I mean, you've got to honor that because...
And a great rebound by Evan. Yes. He rips it free, and he's off and running.
Because it is a disadvantage to a smaller team if you've got a 6'10" guy.
And he finds Trey. Trey regrets.
Oh, nice job right there.
He finds Rossi. And it's going to be a foul against El Reno.
And it's a foul on Jacob. The boy does not have a poker face at all.
No,
he was grinning.
It's a good call.
Absolutely.
He got 2 hands in the back.
Yeah.
And that's something that Trey Davis needs to get in the weight room, and Jacob needs to work on.
Correct.
You know, you don't lie, you don't cheat, but if you're able to gain an advantage.
Correct.
10 seconds on the clock.
Good challenge by Jacob right there.
Get a late whistle.
And that was a great dig by Dom.
It was.
But they called a foul.
And they're going to
they said he got him in the head on the way down to the dig.
Which, for the record, is a college mechanic, not a high school mechanic. High school does not have a hit to the head. They only have one call called the hit.
Excellent hands. Dom leaking out.
Dom's going to try and get the layup before the break. Does it go? It
And
does.
he hits it.
Great job by Dominic Havern to finish the half.
And your El Reno Indians are only trailing by 6 to the number 1 team in Class 5A.
That's right. We're going to have an interview with Jennifer Douglas during the halftime intermission. We're going to step away.
And digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR.
And we are here with girls coach Jennifer Douglas. Got an answer to the loss to Del City.
Yes.
So also for you, your 100th win.
Yes.
If I understand correctly.
Yes.
And I know Coach Hayden brought you a signed basketball.
Yes, he
and
did.
I don't have the full budget of the athletic department, but our broadcast team has a 100th win.
Yay! Thank
for
you so much.
And I was really hoping you would get it tonight because I did not want to take it home.
I know, right?
So,
I greatly appreciate you guys.
Do with that as you
Thank you. I love cookie cake. That's awesome. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. It's a big deal.
And so talk us through the adjustments you made. We saw some more zone from you tonight against this. We saw some of the adjustments you put in against Kingfisher. We ran those again tonight, saw some success. Talk us through what the first game in the film review did for you to help make the adjustments for tonight.
Okay, most definitely. You know, in the first game we knew that Del City is really athletic. They don't shoot the ball very well, and so our objective the first game was to basically pack it in and then, you know, just hold them to 1 or 2 shots. But it's hard to run a zone whenever you're down. And so you have to give a little bit more ball pressure, and because you want to speed them up, because you want to get the ball back to be able to go put the ball in the hole. So coming in, that's what we had talked about. We had talked about this time, you know, most definitely let's make sure that we get a jump on them at the beginning, and making sure that we put the ball in the hole so that way we can play our game plan. And so definitely our game plan was to make sure we knew where number 0 was at all times, because she is their best player. The nice thing about her is the fact that she only goes left, and she's going to the hole every time. I think she only hit 1 3 tonight, and it was off the backboard. So like the first quarter adjustment, we kind of talked about, like, you know, whenever they catch it up at the high post, most of the time we go out and guard. But usually against her, you can't do that because she's going to attack. And so I kept telling them over and over and over again, you got to do a better job of making sure that you are sagging off of her because she's attacking the rim every single time. So let her shoot the jumper. I will be happy with that.
And that's something Kurt and I talked about during the broadcast was she can only turn left. She's going to turn left. That's all she can do.
Right.
Her first, second, third, fourth, and fifth options are left, and if left is not there, she throws it away.
Exactly.
That's what she does.
Right.
And then we also noticed a change in the starting lineup. We had Titana. You went with a bigger lineup tonight.
Yes.
Kept Titana on the bench. And we saw throughout the game, Ashlyn recognized early. First off, I talked to her today in the athletic office. Much more relaxed since we got that record behind us. We can move on to bigger, better things. So congratulations to her.
Thank
She
you.
had a great mindset when I talked with her earlier today. And she identified today Del City was going to sell out to stop Ashley.
Yes.
And so big step up by Titana. She shot the ball well.
Yes.
We've seen her sort of be up and down throughout the year. but good shooting from her, great adjustments. And so, different look than we'd seen, and just, congratulations to those ladies.
So yesterday, or actually I guess on Tuesday, we watched Kingfisher boys against our boys, and we asked for the film because our boys are in a 2-3 zone against them, and they had some really good sets. And so we watched film on that, and we just kind of put those sets in yesterday, on Wednesday, and then also on Thursday. And so we wanted to see what they looked like against a 2-3 zone, and obviously, like, we loved them. Del City had no film on it, and so it was actually really nice because they didn't know it was coming.
Well, and for the folks at home who don't understand, putting things in you've never run this late in the season and being able to execute them on short notice, that's very much a college thing.
Oh, most definitely.
You walk through it once, you run 5-on-0 once, and then you run into game speed and you're expected to execute. That's a big ask at the high school level,
most
but
definitely.
Not just your senior leaders executing it, but also your
my sophomores, my babies.
Your underclassmen. So Kurt and I were talking, if you're a fan of El Reno basketball, the girls, the guys are both, you got to love the future looking forward.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Coach, we appreciate you coming
Thank
by.
you, I appreciate it.
And I think this is going to be a new trend for us when you have big games. We'll bring you in.
Okay, thank you.
And we're hoping to continue to improve our broadcast product, but I know we get lots of great feedback, and they appreciate you coming by. We do too. So we'll let you have the rest of the night to yourself. Thank you very much. Congratulations on that.
Appreciate it.
You're watching the halftime show for the boys' side of El Reno. We're going to step away, and we'll see you after the break.
Features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit GoPioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel.
Well, that's right. So that's from us.
And we're back to it. The possession arrow in favor of the hosts this evening. And a great halftime interview with Jennifer Douglas. She walked us through her thought process and how they prepared. So kudos to Coach Hayden and his masterful execution against Kingfisher that led to the motivation.
Well, and we're seeing that triple post again tonight. And let me tell you, it's working. Coach Hayden has really found something.
Great job. A late whistle. Oh, man, what a great play by Jacob.
But you know, that is in the head now of them because we didn't have anybody even close to doing that to them when we played at home.
Oh, no, and that's...
So now they're going to have to correct a shot.
And he got met 10.5 feet off the floor.
Absolutely.
Right. That rim, the top of that rim's at 10 feet.
Yeah.
And that was going to be a dunk. Jacob met him.
Yeah.
And so now next time he goes up for a basket, he knows Jacob's going to be able to jump with him vertically.
Absolutely.
And with all due respect to Jacob, when you see him walking down the halls, he doesn't look like he's going to out-jump you.
No.
But he'll go vertical with the best of them. Oh, almost got away from Evan, and he almost throws it away, but a great effort by Carter to keep it in play.
Saved his brother.
Yeah, and Carter was teeing up. He was getting ready to knock that shot down.
Yeah, he was.
And a great post up by James. He draws the mismatch.
Nice job. It's okay.
Yeah, and disciplined by Del City not to get the basket interference.
Excellent trap right there. They didn't reach in. They walled up.
Great job by Carter.
Hands by Carter. Great hustle by the young man.
You almost want to see him kick it ahead and then reestablish himself in bounds and come back to it.
Yeah. And right there when Trey was running at
That's
him.
A travel.
Yes.
And
excellent job.
That up by James.
Excellent job.
And on the back of the alternating possession arrow in favor of the Indians comes Carter Romanos into the front court. To Evan, and Trey Davis working the high post. James and Jacob working the low post. Jacob, the 15-foot fadeaway, can't get it to go. And then, yep, James got himself a technical.
And he got a technical because he was being held.
Yeah.
And but I think the young man was holding him in such a way to where it's like when you hook arms.
Yeah.
And we see that all the time. It's a basketball play when they're jockeying for position. And James just needs to settle.
Yeah. And that's the conversation he and Coach Hayden had.
Yes.
Listen, I understand you're frustrated, big fella.
Yeah.
And I agree with you 100%. But there's a time and place.
Yeah. What I was
can't
saying.
give up free possession.
Correct. What I was saying earlier about Trey. Trey, as he was running, was kind of bringing his hands up.
Yeah.
With his wingspan, if he runs at them with his hands up, it's really going to be something for them to have to look at and consider, because the young man can jump as well.
30-21, El Reno trails. 2 for 2 go the Del City Eagles on the back of the technical foul free throws. And a 75-mile-an-hour fastball at the nose of the official. She gets out of the way and it flies into the bleachers. So nearly a broken nose by the young lady on the sideline there. And then good job by Jacob.
Excellent.
And he drew that foul when he tried to release it. He couldn't freely run to the ball. Did a good job of
well, what happened is, and this was very smart of Jacob, number 24 was the reason that Jacob got the technical a while ago, because he did that same thing, held his arm.
Yeah, and James on
so
the technical.
He made him know for sure.
And great job by James. He said, if the official's not going to do his job, I'm not going to give him a chance.
Correct.
And these next 2 to 3 possessions for each team is going to set the tempo for the rest of this half.
Yes.
And if these officials want to stop this thing from turning into a fight fest.
Yeah, and Jacob did a great job by walling off the defender. He got in number 10. He made a roll. And the Del City coach is saying, he's backing my player up. Well, he is.
And so it goes.
And kudos to him, because if you let 10 go anywhere he wants, it turns into be like the Kansas State woman that scored 61 the other night on OU.
And 2 for 2 goes James. And Shaquille O'Neal made $300 million backing people up.
That's right. You meet them where they don't want to be. You don't let them go to their spot.
Absolutely. And as a result
and that's exactly what he was doing.
The NBA changed the way the game of the post positions played.
Yeah.
The rules still allow for that particular methodology, so play it.
Yeah. That was a good foul by Trey right there.
Yeah.
I can live with that, and I know Coach Hayden can too. Make him go to the line. Didn't let him get the dunk, and I think he was preparing to do a windmill kind of dunk,
Kurt,
which gets their crowd into it.
I could be wrong, but at least one of these officials, or at least one, possibly 2 of them, worked the JV contest. That's a lot of games.
2.
So 2 of the 3 worked both of the JV games as well.
Yes, everybody but the young lady.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's way too many games.
Yeah. And that's way too many dribbles.
Yeah.
When you have somebody that has quick hands, the way Del City perimeter people, you don't want to put the ball on the floor a lot.
The big number 10 for Del City, he only has one speed passing the basketball, and that's as hard as he can.
Correct.
That's an area of his game that he's going to have to improve.
Yes. I like the way our freshman, Trey Davis, is battling with him. He's like, it's okay. I know you're big, and I know you schooled me the first time we played.
James just pulled the chair out from big number 10.
Correct.
Carter challenges that shot. He needs to challenge with the other hand, though. He went with his strong hand.
Did you see the triangle block out?
Yeah.
That was outstanding.
Into the front court. Carter's going to pull the long 3. It's going to almost go. Looks like number 12 for Del City got a little bit of a stinger. He's coming up slow. That's a hook
Good
on
challenge.
22.
It was. It absolutely was. That was a really good challenge. Good ball movement right there.
That's 2 for him, and neither one of those have gone, so I'd go to the basket next trip. And that's where the height of 10 can change shots.
Correct.
You've got to throw it a lot higher off the glass.
Yes.
The higher off that glass it goes, the more backspin you need to draw it back in. A little bit of an aspect like playing pool. You've got to use spin sometimes to change the shot.
And all the way down the floor, Jacob Robertson was pointing at 24, who was spotting over in the corner, and that's really good recognition and the game plan that Coach Hayden had. He's like, we're not going to let him beat us. We're not going to let 10 beat us. And we've seen that. They're walling up on both of them and trying to keep them out of the paint.
And into the front court. Number 4 bouncing it, just almost for the sake of seeing if there's air in it. How do you miss it?
Yeah.
That's not a call of subjectivity. That's doing your job.
Yeah. Correct.
In the workplace, that's grounds for getting fired.
That was a really good closeout by Trey. Good three-point shot, but Trey did a great job running at him.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Hayden has a discussion with an official here. It's going to be a 60-second timeout. We're going to take it with him. You're watching El Reno basketball on ElRenoIndians.tv. We'll be right back.
Of course, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
.344 to play. El Reno trails 39-23 in the third. And El Reno to inbounds on the back of the Rodney Hayden timeout. El Reno's kept it close, and I don't like blaming the officials. I mean, Del City's a very good team.
Yes.
But there's a couple of officials out here, at least one, who really has no business.
Correct.
That doesn't mean he's not going to be a really great official one day. It means that he is not ready for this level of play. Just like the game is fast to players, this game is fast to him.
Excellent inside, outside. That's all started with Evans' drive to the middle.
Yeah, good shot by Carter.
Yeah.
Nice clean three.
Break down the defense when you get the ball in the middle, and good things are going to happen when you spot up.
El Reno trailing by 13, 39-26, the skip pass. That's not a travel. The El Reno fans are asking for one, but that's not a travel.
No.
That's a well-executed Euro step is what that is.
It's kind of like what we talked about with Janae in the girls' game.
Yeah.
She did not travel.
Yeah. And El Reno's had some success in the transition game, but not having much of a transition game in the second half. So that run they went on to close the first half was based around transition.
Correct.
And a good job blocking out by Evan to draw the foul.
Yes, excellent.
And the official looking right at it didn't blow his whistle. He had to be bailed out by his partner.
And on the timeout, we have Dom in at point, and Jacob is now going to give James a little bit of rest.
And a well fought,
well earned
bench trip here for the big fella.
And again, he may be listed at 6'3", but we pretty much, as the saying goes, see eye to eye.
Yes.
I'm 6'1.5", so he is a very undersized post when it comes to 5A basketball, but very effective.
He's undersized at any class.
Yes.
Great.
Nice.
Spin, and that's
excellent
interference.
Excellent job.
That's a goaltending count the basket.
Yes.
And the ball was on the way down. Once that ball reaches its peak, if you touch it before it hits the rim or goes in, or what we call stops the downward flight, ends its downward flight.
Correct.
If you touch it, the basket counts. So
correct.
Great job by James of forcing him into that position.
Yeah.
But that's also a reflection of the athleticism. He blocked that ball at about 13.5 feet.
Yeah. And, Jacob
great job by Trey Davis.
Yeah, that was great.
They're going to get Trey for a hold.
Jacob did not play the first time we played them.
No, he was out.
He was out.
That was during that 6-week stint where he was waiting for his teeth to be properly anchored into his jawbone.
Exactly.
Timeout on the floor by, shouldn't say timeout on the floor, it's not immediate timeout. Timeout by Del City. This will be a 60-second timeout. We'll take it with them. 1:57 to play in the third. El Reno trails 41-28. You're watching Indian basketball. We will be right back.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and...
1:57 to play. We're back to it. 41-28. El Reno trails. Against a very good, very athletic. The average height of this starting lineup, even the average height of this group on the floor right now would challenge any D1 institution. And that inbounds pass stolen by Carter. Out to Dom in transition, and he's going to draw the foul. To the free throw line he will go.
Excellent job. Dom did a really good job of getting his body turned in midair
to protect that ball.
Yeah, and to make sure that he picked up the foul.
Yeah. Good body control by the point guard. And he knocks that one down.
Cashes in. Good job.
Free throw shooting, not a strong point of Dominic, but strong shooting on his first trip to the line tonight.
Right.
And playing some reduced minutes. And 2 for 2 goes the senior point guard, so good execution rather, at the free throw line. And Rossi's going to check in, so Coach Hayden staying with the tall lineup, but going with a smaller matchup with the guards. And Del City has gone a little bit smaller in their guard play as well. Great rotation defensively there, but there's the odd man out. Got to block out, though. This could be last.
Excellent job. Yep. He missed the block out, but Evan had the presence of mind to push him toward the baseline, which made that second man.
Yes.
And there was nothing he could do but bounce it off of our.
And a good job by Jacob. No, they're going to say it's white ball. They're going to get Jacob for a foul here.
Okay, that's the third time number 24 has hooked an arm and come out smelling like a rose.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and here's the deal, too. College coaches who may want this kid to come play for him are going to see that, and they're going to understand he doesn't have the discipline to do things right. That's the trade-off. It's never going to show up in his stat.
Wow.
Rossi
incredible. That was Dom.
Oh, that was Dominic. Wow.
The shortest man on the floor.
Dom
just
skied. He high-pointed that ball, and transition three by Dominic, no good. And a traveling violation, and he's forced out of bounds by his own teammate.
Interesting.
Yeah. What I'm noticing, Kurt, with big number 10, for all of his athleticism, he doesn't understand where he is in space very well at all.
Correct.
And I don't know if he had a growth spurt recently, but he doesn't understand where he is in space.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to know you're standing on top of your teammate there. All you got to do is lean the other direction, and he's clear. Rossi can't get it to fall.
Good look by Rossi.
But Jacob keeps it alive, and they're going to call him for the softest foul. We'll see if the official, who seems to be trigger happy, he'd give any marksman in the Marine Corps a run for his money tonight. I thought for sure I'd have bet all the money in my pocket Jacob was about to buy himself a technical foul. But I think that official knew. I think this official, the ladies call, so every official's called at least one technical tonight. And I think they know the next time they call one, Rodney's going to have to watch. Ooh, that young man for Del City did not come down comfortably at all.
No, he did not.
He landed awkwardly, and now he's grabbing the back of that ankle a little bit. And he's already got a brace on it. He's wearing braces on each ankle. So, yeah, he came down awkward. He actually looks like he launched awkward because he just sort of came down and stopped.
Correct. Well, he looked down and he saw where he was, and he tried to pull himself back.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't go out of bounds. And
great post up by James.
Yes, absolutely. James has got to keep himself
Yep.
under control.
We cannot
Don't turn around
yep.
and clap
He
at
cannot
somebody.
turn and taunt.
Yeah.
He's got one. He can't get a second.
No, he cannot. And this game is still not out of reach.
No, it's only an 11-point difference, 50.6 on the clock, and a whole quarter to play. So almost 9 minutes left in this one. And this is by no means over. Rossi just needs to go into the backcourt to catch that one next time so he doesn't catch it there and down an alley.
Right. Good take by Rossi.
Yeah.
Just a great block.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said earlier, Coach Hayden's going to be fine with that.
And the ability to block shots is the only real advantage Del City has.
Correct.
Schematically, coaching, Rodney and the Indian, Coach Hayden and the Indians going toe-to-toe with everything Del City's throwing out.
Correct.
Del City's just got about 2.5 inches and 20 pounds at every position.
Yeah, and our boys are definitely executing the game plan.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a huge stop. I want to see us get this stop right here.
Big three
excellent challenge by Trey.
And a great rebound by Rossi to secure the possession. We're going to take the quarter break with them. 41-30, El Reno trails. 5 team fouls for Del City, 6 for the Indians. We're going to when we get back.
At the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
I don't even know where Kiribati is or what government they answer to. Bring it back.
8 minutes on the clock. 1 quarter to play. El Reno trails by 11.
If you're watching this game and some friends aren't because of the outcome of the first game, you need to talk to them and tell them to find us where, Zach?
ElRenoIndians.tv. You can also download the Squirtle app and get it for free. If you don't know how to find ElRenoIndians.tv, go to the El Reno Public Schools webpage, click on the menu button, click on Athletics. It's at the top on the far right ribbon. They're going to charge that foul against Rossi. 6th team foul. They charged that to the wrong team. That's actually the 7th team foul, but the scorers table apparently is having a party none of us were invited to because they have had a comedy of errors tonight. They still don't have it correct on the board. It's still not remotely right. And Kurt, you were asking me earlier, why don't they, give us the player foul counts? They can't even keep single-digit team counts.
Correct.
They're not able to punch it into the console correctly. And I'll tell you what, these are not professionals at this. These are maybe teachers, maybe substitutes, even people from the community, and they're making, maybe $15 a game and access to a concession stand.
Exactly.
So they're out here because they enjoy the game and they want to support the athletes. So not going to ride them too hard.
No.
But it makes you appreciate the expertise we have behind the scores table at our home contests.
Correct.
1 for 2 goes the big 6'10" behemoth, and he is a man. He is a monster.
He is.
Dom, great pass to Trey Davis.
Excellent job right there. Yes.
And the big fella, you're starting to see the big fella get fatigued.
Yes.
Big number 10. He's not running the floor hard.
Well, he's had 3 people guarding him all night. Coach Hayden has done an outstanding job on him. I don't know how many points he had. Or he has, but I know that he had well over 20 points against us the first time, and I think 2 dunks and about 7 blocks.
And even if he has 20 or 25 tonight, they are hard-fought points.
Yes.
Nothing has been handed to him.
No, and they know where he is every single time.
And now Matt on the defense.
Yeah. Good job. right there by Trey. That's what I've been talking about.
That's a
high
travel.
hands. Get those high hands up, and good things are going to happen.
And the official looked at Coach Hayden and said he juggled it. You still don't get to travel with it.
Correct.
Just because you juggled it doesn't give you a free pass.
Okay, now we got to walk.
Yes. Of course, he picked it up at the elbow and crossed the inline with it. I'm pretty sure this official now, when he decides to make a call, he rolls the dice. He rolls a die on, and whatever the number comes up with is the call he decides to choose.
Correct.
60-second timeout taken by Coach Hayden and the Indians. We'll take it with him. 42-32, Indians trail by 10, 6:35.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com.
And Kurt, we were talking during the break, looking over, the El Reno fans have traveled well. It's not a long travel, but they travel well to Altus and Poto and Anadarko and Shawnee also. So kudos
Correct.
to the El Reno fans who are here.
That's right.
And although we do
And
watch,
the ones that are watching us.
yes, and although we would love to see you here in person, the fact that you tune in and watch us online keeps me employed and Kurt busy. So the transition basket given up by the Indians. 12 points now the deficit.
Yeah, we tried that same play. Well read by number 12 for Del City. Great play. Another really good play. You cannot make soft lob passes around these kids.
No.
They will go pick it off. And,
this
number 12 hadn't scored a point, I don't think. But man, is he a defender.
Yeah, and this is in the soft passes, the Hail Mary type lob balls.
Right.
Those are things that are going to stand out bright and shiny on the tape.
Correct.
Well, we say the tape; it's all on iPad now, but on the film, on the video.
Yes. Yes. Good closeout by Trey right there. He is getting his hands up high. Coach Hayden and his assistant coaches made that adjustment with him on the runouts. And like I said, he's got that
Great
long.
job by Dom.
Excellent. If Dom would have gone with the hand closest to the ball, he would have been off to the races.
But I will also say he's playing that a little bit conservative. Because in order to get that steal, he's got to sell out on that. And if he misses it, it stretches an already undersized El Reno defense when he's out of position.
Correct.
So he was stuck a little bit on an island. He needed to challenge that pass, not to give up the uncontested three. But if he sells out and misses, Coach Hayden is going to be none too pleased with the gamble.
Yes.
Coaches love when you win gambles and hate it when you miss.
Right, exactly.
And that's the deal. You've got to sell out on that. And I think Dom could have gotten there.
Right.
But I'm wondering if he doesn't have maybe a nagging injury, twisted ankle, sore knee, something that maybe is preventing him from committing 100% to that play.
Excellent job right there. Great defense by the Indians.
Yep.
Take care of the ball, take a deep breath.
Good job
Excellent
by Evan
job
getting
by
open.
Trey. Good
Trey
job
was
by
tall,
Evan getting
and
open.
Evan got open.
James is wanting the ball. He's got a mismatch, and we got the and one.
Count the basket. Great job by James. And if you're a postman watching this at home, or a post lady, a post player, and you get that mismatch, if your guard won't throw it to you,
That's right.
Yell so everybody in the rafters hear you.
Correct.
Give me the ball. I got the look. Give me the ball.
Correct.
And
James had his hand up high. He had him pinned. I mean, there was no doubt that he's like, give me the ball. But you're exactly right.
And it's a great job of throwing that pass. You don't throw it to the hand.
Correct.
You throw it about 8 inches, 8 to 12 inches short of the rim.
Yes.
About 8.5, 9 feet off the ground.
Yes.
And James is going to go high point out, run underneath it, high point out, ball goes straight to the layup.
Right.
El Reno still within 10, 4:20 to play. And
excellent read by James right there. Great kick out to Dom.
Dom changes the shot, but and the James last
great hustle.
Good call there.
Great hustle. I'm looking at the Del City coaching staff, and they're kind of having a hard time believing what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Our boys, our El Reno Indians, have played themselves proud tonight.
Oh, yeah. And they're playing themselves in the game.
Yeah. Coach Hayden.
If you're Trey, take the charge.
Yeah, Coach Hayden had a great, hit the floor.
Yeah, he's going to go, if he's going to go shoulder to chest. Hit
yes, we said that earlier about Pauline.
Yes.
She's so strong that she doesn't realize that if she just,
there's an opportunity.
Not necessarily flops.
Yeah. Not just drawing the foul, but a free possession.
Look where they've got number 10.
Yeah, he's playing 18 feet from the
correct.
basket. And they're doubling every time he comes in.
Yes.
Yeah, he's 17 feet away.
Exactly.
He's 6'10", 17 feet. What's he going to do with it there? Nothing.
Yeah, but that's credit to James for early prep because he's pushing him out every chance he gets.
And he's doing it
Jacob,
cleanly. He's bodying
Trey.
him, he's walking him out of the lane.
Yes. Yeah. Excellent defense by the El Reno Indians. And they're being patient.
And then they're going to get Carter for a soft foul there.
And
but again, notice the calling official. The guy. This game is so much faster than what he's prepared to work today.
Correct. Yeah.
Now, to his credit, I understand that he's going to go to a gym tomorrow and work a bunch of ball games to get better. But he's not ready for this level of play yet.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just like Coach Hayden
we might let Cole and Kel know about it, and they might want to have him to officiate some games over for them.
We'll put a touch tape for him and put it on the screen before he plays. And Trey checked out. I don't know if that was his 5th foul or not, but he was embraced by Coach Hayden, so it makes one wonder if perhaps it was his 5th foul.
Excellent job on defense. We have got to pull that block out.
Yeah, and Del City is going to be content to take a shot every 45 seconds.
Exactly.
El Reno's down to probably single-digit possessions unless they able to get some easy transition stuff. El Reno down to single-digit possessions in this contest.
Yes.
And with a 10-point game, it's a 5-possession game. El Reno, and Dom got great look-off by Del City there.
Yeah.
But Dom recovers, and Del City's going to be content to dribble this ball around.
Yeah.
Every foul is going to be a shooting foul except for the offensive kind. Take double team him right there. Good job, Jacob.
Excellent job, and he walked.
Good job,
Great
Jacob.
job.
Evan playing him low. Let him pass it in there, and then Jacob sinks over, doubles him, and the big fella doesn't want to handle it.
No, he's a fish out of water if he's not in the paint.
All he's got at this point is size.
Correct. And James and Jacob have done a great job meeting him where he wants to be and pushing him out of the comfort
Offensively,
zone.
El Reno's going to have to play with a little tempo here. They're not. They can't sit here and dribble it around.
Yes.
Another minute's ticking off. We're 2:13 to play. El Reno trailing by 10, a 5-possession game. At some point, somebody's going to have to put the ball on their hip and take it to the basket. It looks like Carter's going to try a drive. Finds Evan. Evan traveled but gets away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so El Reno's had the ball for almost 45 clock seconds, and they haven't had a look at the basket.
Yeah.
So that's that kick out of bounds with El Reno or touch out of bounds, El Reno keeping it. That's one possession. You're on your second of your 5 remaining possessions, and that's one. Now the good news is you actually get a couple extra out of it because the ball stays short court. And James looks like he got slapped in the face and just overall frustrated with the poor officiating tonight. And Kurt, I hate it for the El Reno fans that that's what these games come down to.
Correct. Excellent.
Yeah.
He kept moving.
Yep.
He kept, he didn't give up on
far.
the play.
2 feet here, 2 feet there.
Yeah.
Found the window, got in it. And Dominic.
And Dom was patient.
Yeah, Dom knew that window was going to open up for him, and he was ready to throw it.
Yes. Now we've got it back to single digits.
Inside 90
this
seconds
is rare air for Del City.
Yeah, they don't. And an offensive foul called against 24. Great job by Dominic Adams. Absolutely a great call. And a timeout called by Del City, so excellent execution by the Indians. They're within 8, Kurt. Minute 22 to play. El Reno
Incredible.
44-36.
Incredible coaching, incredible heart shown by our Indians.
30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here. We're going to stay here. Minute 22 to play. The Del City coach asking, what in the world did he do wrong? And you know what? I didn't see that play real close. We got a weird angle on that look.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he got it right.
Yeah,
he may have. I didn't have an angle on it, so I can't opine on it.
No, I didn't either.
But whatever he called, whatever he saw, he sold it with confidence.
Correct.
Whistle, whistle, whistle. Punch it. Wipe off the basket. Punch it.
Correct.
And that's a difference. Even if he didn't love the call, even if he wasn't sound in it, he sold it.
Correct.
And that's one of those things that comes with maturity.
Yeah. Absolutely.
82 seconds to play in this one.
I can sum up tonight in one word: heart.
Yeah. If the second horn is sounded, they need to put the ball in play, and El Reno needs to go score right now.
Correct.
Del City can't get an extra 10 or 15 seconds.
No, we've got to go hard to the rim, and I think the officials are going, well, 2 officials are going to be looking for that.
Yeah. One official's just hoping he gets out of here with a paycheck.
Yeah. I'd like to see, there it is. There's a great high screen right there.
And James did a good job of saying, I'm legal, my hands are out of the way, my feet are shoulder width.
Yes.
He's got him back on his hip, throwing the ball. Good look to see the double team, but that double
nice
team
take by Jacob Robertson right there.
To the right side.
And don't look now, but we are within 6 points of the number 1 team in Class 5A. That's our class.
44-30 El Reno trails by 6. And I'm okay with that foul. You got to stop the clock in some capacity.
Absolutely.
That foul charged to number 11. We don't have a number 11 on the floor, Kurt.
Correct.
So he may have been indicating it was the 1-1. They're going to get Carter for that foul. That's the 9th team foul by the Indians. And now the Indians are forcing Del City to win this game at the free throw line.
That's right.
And if they do, credit to them for making shots when you got to make shots.
Yeah. Credit to number 32, stepped up there. Just checking and just making sure it was called on number 5 on Dom.
Yep, 45.
Like you said, I think that was a good foul. Don't let them sit there and play pass for another 45 seconds.
Yeah. Second free throw good.
Yeah.
El Reno trails again by 8.
Nice running of the line.
Yeah.
Yes.
Coach Hayden had this in his back pocket. Carter tees it up for 3, can't get it to go. But James in the running, and they're going to say he touched it last.
That's great hustle by James.
And Coach Hayden frustrated that his leash is gone.
Yeah.
But you'll notice seatbelt rules in effect, and they haven't set Coach Hayden down yet.
No.
And that just goes to show how disconnected this officiating crew is with the status of the
Correct.
ball game. And Carter nearly gets the steal.
Oh, I thought it bounced off his shoulder.
No, he hit it with spin.
Oh, okay.
He hit it, it spun out, and it kicked back in.
Great effort right there.
Yeah, number 12 looking for a foul.
Yes.
Great job by Del City playing hot potato to get it in the hands of a shooter.
Yeah, I could tell you win, lose, or draw.
Well,
and it looks like
it was not the 5th foul on Trey. He's standing at the line to check in.
The El Reno crowd is giving Jacob Robertson a great hand, and young man deserves it.
Yeah.
Great game by Jacob. Welcome back, young man.
Best thing he can do is roll out on a foam roll tomorrow, stretch. And even if Coach Hayden doesn't have an assignment, doesn't have a practice or a film session for them, even doesn't go to the gym to get in shots, go jog a half mile.
Correct.
These are the kind of games that you're going to feel if you don't get stretched out after. You're going to feel these games for a couple days.
You know, on Wednesday, Coach Hayden and I were talking. I went over to pick up some drawers from Patty Purvis, some El Reno sweatpants. If you didn't get some, you're missing out. They're really good. But Coach Hayden told me, he said, you know, I showed the boys, I showed them where we didn't win, I showed them what we can do to win, and they believe it.
Yeah. And I don't believe in moral victories, Kurt, but this is going to be a huge advantage psychologically here.
Huge.
Yeah, if you're Del City, I don't care. You're only up 9. You got to make that big fella's got to make a statement. He's got to go put his armpits in the rim.
Yeah.
And I know you're trying to run the clock out.
Yeah.
But 5A rankings are out. They're setting playoff. If you're Del City, you beat us once by 40.
Right.
And now you're barely going to squeak by. You might win by 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Big fella's got to go stick those armpits in and hammer that dunk.
Yeah. But with 2 minutes, we had it down to a 6-point game.
Oh, yeah. We were in a position to win. And Del City's going to win this on the back of really good free throw shooting. So credit to the Eagles.
And this young man that is shooting free throws right now, he's kind of an unsung hero because he's not the one that everybody looks at as far as their main players. But he had some great defensive plays and, you know, just a great, great game. I can't be any more proud of our El Reno Indians. And, Zach, you know, onward and upward.
Oh, absolutely. El Reno unable to, ladies, get out of here with a win. Coach Douglas's 100th. Guys got it to within 6.
Yeah.
Got it within striking distance with time on the clock.
Absolutely.
Came down to a free throw shooting contest, and credit to Del City for making free throws.
Correct.
El Reno left some points on the floor, but we watched a lot of maturity in front of us tonight.
Absolutely.
Great matchups, and the big fella from Del City who had a record night against us really didn't put on anything that's going to stand out.
No.
Right? Del City's got about 3 inches and 30 pounds at about every position, and El Reno, I think, executed as well as they could.
Yeah.
And Del City misses some free throws. It's a different ball game.
Yeah, and it's like I said, 5A World is going to pick up, if they're not watching, in the morning when they see this score, they're going to go, what?
Exactly.
So we saw a lot of maturity and maturing.
Yes. Folks, we appreciate you, all of you tuning in with us tonight. For those of you who traveled and saw it live, we appreciate you supporting your Indians. For those who tuned in, we appreciate you very much. And it's about time for us to go home. My voice has only got about a paragraph and a half left in it. So we'll sign off from all of us here at El Reno Indians broadcast. Kurt Parker, Colo, and Donovan Ramirez, with us tonight. I called Dominic Donovan last time, and now I've gone Donovan Dominic. So.
And who do we play Tuesday night?
We're either Piedmont, I believe. Yes, we are at Piedmont. We're home. We're at Jinx against Piedmont. We've already been there once this year.
Yes.
Before Christmas. So we've got Piedmont at home in another Suburban Conference matchup. Come out. Ladies will look to extend their winning streak. And the guys will look to get back on the winning track. For all of us here at El Reno, we appreciate and thank each one of you. Hope you have a lovely and safe weekend. Bundle up. That cold snap's coming. We'll see you next time.
Go.